Welcome back to AI Explained MENA Perspectives. In our third episode, we'll explore the socio-ethical considerations and regulatory challenges surrounding AI deployment in the MENA region. With rapid adoption of AI across various sectors, the stakes have never been higher. From surveillance and privacy concerns to issues of copyright infringement and algorithmic accountability, we'll address the complex ethical landscape of AI, advocate for responsible AI deployment, and overview the status of regulation in the MENA region. Put simply, emerging technologies share, in essence, an indubitable transformative property. AI is no different. It's hard to conceive of an area of the human experience that it cannot touch and transform. To ensure that AI would bring about the world of advancement and achievement prophesied by its creators, and that it would ultimately be deployed in the service of humanity, a global call for its regulation emerged. First, let's discuss a variety of the socio-ethical consequences that have triggered this call for regulation and for the adoption of responsible AI. Let's start with surveillance and privacy, critical issues in the AI landscape. According to the Artificial Intelligence Global Surveillance Index, around 75 out of 176 nations actively rely on AI-based surveillance cameras worldwide. In the MENA region, surveillance and facial recognition technologies are increasingly adopted for security purposes, from preventing crime to enhancing public safety, especially in the UAE and Saudi Arabia. However, this raises significant privacy concerns. The potential for mass surveillance and the erosion of anonymity in public spaces is alarming, and the risk of false positives in facial recognition can have very serious consequences. Data privacy is another crucial consideration. Protecting individual autonomy and personal information is essential in any AI system, and that is why some countries in MENA are prioritizing data protection. For example, the Egyptian Data Protection Law, which is modeled after the GDPR, is a cornerstone in regulating data privacy in Egypt. This law mandates stringent guidelines for data collection, storage, and processing, ensuring that businesses using AI adhere to robust data governance frameworks. This is critical for protecting user data and maintaining transparency. However, across the MENA region, the collection and processing of personal data by AI systems still pose significant privacy risks, making data vulnerable to breaches, unauthorized access, and even misuse. AI-generated content presents another layer of socio-ethical complexity, particularly when it comes to intellectual property, copyright issues, and accuracy in Arabic-speaking regions. Whereas traditional copyright law hinges on human authorship, AI-generated content blurs the lines of creative agency and challenges this concept by autonomously creating content. Determining who the true author is, whether it's the human programmer, the AI itself, or both, is a challenging question. This is especially complex given that generative AI often relies on human-generated, copyrighted material, raising concerns about liability and accountability. For instance, OpenAI's plea to the British Parliament underscored the difficulties of training AI models without using copyrighted works, a sentiment echoed by various tech giants navigating similar challenges, which resulted in billions of dollars worth of lawsuits. There is also limited training data available in Arabic, making it difficult to get accurate, culturally sound AI-generated outputs. Other pressing issues include access to tech in marginalized and/or vulnerable communities, job displacement, upskilling, AI literacy, infrastructure, and more. These are some of the reasons why a call for establishing ethical guidelines and frameworks for responsible AI deployment has emerged. In the MENA region, AI regulation is progressively taking shape through a combination of legislative updates and strategic initiatives. And while several MENA governments have released AI strategies, the majority still lack policies and executive regulations that ensure the responsible use of AI, as well as a published national framework for proper data and AI governance. From a regulatory standpoint, only 7 out of 19 countries in the MENA region, including the UAE, Qatar, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Tunisia, and Jordan, have published their national AI strategies. Although these strategies are crucial in establishing ethical guidelines and standards for AI development, the lack of a unified regulatory framework could mean that compliance is complicated for companies and public uncertainty about data processing persists. This is because countries cannot swiftly create adequate regulatory frameworks at the same pace that the technology advances, or more importantly, at the same pace as each other. This disproportionality in capability is not lost on policymakers and stakeholders who, in a foreword to the published compendium entitled United Nations Activities on AI, for example, warn against the capability gap between developed and less developed countries. The role of industry, government, and civil society is vital in shaping AI regulation. The industry must set standards for AI and ensure adherence to ethical principles, collaborating with government and civil society to develop comprehensive regulatory frameworks. Governments are responsible for creating and enforcing laws related to AI, while civil society plays a crucial role in advocating for ethical practices and holding both governments and industries accountable. The role of civil society truly cannot be overstated, and that is why AI literacy is instrumental in promoting informed public dialogue. In short, interdisciplinary collaboration and dialogue among policymakers, technologists, ethicists, and civil society are essential to address the multifaceted challenges posed by AI deployment. By working together, we can ensure responsible and ethical use of AI in the MENA region.